be showing you how to navigate through CSR24 and the home screen. So to start, if you notice up here in the top right corner, there is a link that is clickable that if you click it, it will direct you to the Capnic website's home screen, and that will open up a new tab that will look like this. You have the ability to navigate through the Capnic homepage, but heading back, you also have right next to here the ability to log off of this client. In this case right here is Johnny Appleseed, but you have the ability to log off up here in the top right corner. These big blue buttons that are located right here are probably the most frequently used things that Capnic thinks that clients will be using within CSR24. So it provides some really easy accessibility to be able to click on these most frequently used menu items. If you click on it, so for example, if I click right here on issue a certificate, it takes me right to being able to issue a certificate. Going back down here, if we scroll down, you have access to announcements that Capnic is posting, as well as a live Twitter feed. If you click on these read more buttons, this also gives you more access and more content. As you scroll down here, you can see all the live Twitter feeds that Capnic is posting. Down here in the bottom left corner, you can see this is the Capnic service team that is assigned to you specifically. So in this case, this is Laura and Bill, and as well as their contact information is provided below. And these email links that are in blue are also clickable, so if you click that, you would be able to email Laura or Bill right from this home screen. Over here on the left side is the menu option. So these are all clickable, and they bring down some more drop-down menu items that you have access to as well. So you can click through any of these, and it gives you lots of options to be able to navigate through the home screen. CSR24 has 4 different options for the most popular or frequently used menu items within the platform. So these 4 are these big blue buttons located here, and that is issuing a certificate, issuing an auto ID card, documents, and reporting a claim. So I'm going to walk you through kind of how all these work. So the first one, issue a certificate. If we click here, this is going to bring us to a certificate selection list, and I only have one result, but you might have multiple certificates, and in this case you have the ability to type in the certificate name or the date to be able to filter through and find that certificate that you might need. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on this certificate that I have. And on this next screen, I'm going to be able to select the holder. Again, you can use these search options and enter the name, enter the address, as well as you have the ability to click on advanced options to narrow down the search even more. You can click add a holder up here if you would like to add a new holder, and that looks like this. You have the ability to enter the holder's information, and if you enter a new holder, you can just go ahead and click submit once you're finished. But going back, I'm just going to use a holder that I already have right now, and that is going to be this one. So if I click on that holder, it's going to direct me to this new page, and it looks similar to adding a holder, but I already have this holder's information in here, and if I need to make any changes or additions, I can add that right here. Once I have finished, then I can just go ahead and click submit. The next item that I will show you is issuing an auto ID card. So if I click here, I'm going to be directed to this screen where I can see all the vehicles that I have listed. Again, I only have 3 results here, and up here you have the ability to search vehicles if you have a lot of vehicles that you need to look through for one. But I'm going to go ahead and just click on this Ford F-150. And here I can see all the information that I have about this vehicle. And then if that all looks good, then I can just go ahead and click continue. Then after, it will take you to this ID card delivery selection. You can enter your email and then just go ahead and click submit, and that will issue that auto ID card. The third one I'm going to show you is documents. So if I click here on documents, it will direct you to the screen in which you have a document list. So you can either filter through 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. So for this one is within the last 90 days. I can open this folder that says commercial and select, policy information, open up that one, policies, and then here you can see this is the auto policy that I have. And if I click on that, that will open that policy. And as you can see, this is just a test example. The last one that I am going to show you is reporting a claim. So if I click here on report a claim, this is going to direct you to Capnic's claims directory, in which you can search through and report a claim as you might need to. I'll be showing you how to manage your policies within CSR24. So to start, over here on the left-hand side, you will notice in the menus it says Manage Policies. So if I click on this, it brings up a few different options to be able to manage our policies. If you notice this top one, View Policy Documents, this is the same thing that is over here listed as Documents. But so I will be showing you these last two features, List of Current Policies and as well as requesting a change on a policy. So this first one, List of Current Policies, if I go ahead and click on that, it's going to be directing me to this screen where I can see the list of policies that I currently have. And right now I have 9 current results. If you have more than that, you have the ability to filter through and look for them by possibly clicking on this drop-down menu and searching by the type, as well as you have the ability to search by the policy number. So if I click on this first one, General Liability, I'll be directed to the screen, and here I can review the policy, see the information that is provided for that policy. Now let's say that maybe some information is incorrect or needs to be changed or updated. I can go ahead and click on this next menu item, which is Request a Change on a Policy. This is now going to direct me to a similar screen that we saw before, and we can change. General Liability was the one we were looking at, so if I click on General Liability, here you can now see that it says Edit Policy, and if I scroll down, I have some different options. I have some checkboxes I can check. See that one changed there to now being checked, or I can change this to being occurrence rather than claims. There's also text boxes here where I can change these numbers, edit these numbers. If there is information that you are unable to edit, you can scroll down here to request details, and under additional information you can type a message to your agent about something that might be needed to be adjusted, and once you are finished, then you can just go ahead and click submit. I'm going to be showing you how to manage any company information. So over here in the menu bar, I'm going to go ahead and click Manage Company Information, and it'll bring us 2 drop-down items, so View Company Information and Change Personal Information. If we click on this first one, it'll direct us to a page where we can view all the company information that we have listed here in CSR24. So you have the ability to click in on any of these arrows and view more or less information that you would like. And if any of this looks wrong or if any of this has changed, you can click here and click Change Personal Information. And you can click on these drop downs, click in these text boxes, and manipulate any information that you might want to change or add. And once you have finished, then you can just go ahead and click Submit. I will be showing you how to manage certificate information within CSR24. So over here in the menu, we can click on Manage Certificates, and this will bring down some drop-down menu items that you can see here. This first one you can see is Issue a Certificate, which is also located right here on the main screen. The ones that I will be showing you are these last 3, Request a Certificate of Insurance, Manage Certificate Holders, and Certificate Holder Spreadsheet. So clicking on this first one, Request a Certificate of Insurance, it will take us to this screen where we have the ability to request a certificate. You can click on these arrows here to view more or less information, but any of these little boxes that are provided, you have the ability to type and add information or take away information maybe that is up here. You can also click in these little box and add or take away check marks. And also right here in this additional notes section, you can make any comments or make any additional requests that will be sent to your agent. So once you are finished with that, then you can just go ahead and click Request Cert. And the next feature I'll show you is managing certificate holders. So if I click here, this will bring me to this page that says Update Certificate Holders. So I can search for any certificate holders. I have 2 at the moment, but I have the ability to search by holder name, address. I can also click on Advanced Options and search by more advanced options to look through the holders that I have. I can edit a holder by clicking on this pen and paper icon right over here. And as you can see here, I can edit any holder information. And then if we go back, we can also add holders. So if you click here, Add Holder, a similar screen pops up and you can add holder information. Once you're finished with that, just click Save, and then you can just click Update once you are finished. The next feature I'll show you, if we click again, Manage Certificates, is to generate a spreadsheet. So if you click Certificate Holder Spreadsheet, we have the ability to generate a holder spreadsheet, and this will give you an entire Excel spreadsheet based on all the holders that you have that are within and imported within CSR24. I'm going to be showing you how to manage some different information within CSR24 by looking at a couple of these different manage features in the menu screen. So there are a couple different options: manage vehicles, manage drivers, manage locations, and manage equipment. So if we click on each of these, it brings down some drop-down items. So add a vehicle, edit vehicle, remove a vehicle, or vehicle spreadsheet. This is similar for all of these. So if we click on drivers, add, edit, remove spreadsheet, as well as location. So essentially these are all pretty much the same features within each one. But if we dive in a little bit, click on add a vehicle. This will bring us to a page where we can add vehicle information if we have a new vehicle. Once you've added all of that information, as you scroll, you can see more information, and if you need to add more information that your agent might need to know, you can click down here and add any additional notes that will be sent to your agent, and then you can just go ahead and click Submit. You can also edit a vehicle. As you can see, these are the vehicles that we have listed at the moment. You can search by vehicle number, year, make, any of that kind of thing listed up here. You can search your vehicle if you have multiple that you don't want to scroll through. You also have the ability to click on these. So if we click on this Ford F-150, you can see again these text boxes. You have the ability to make changes and scroll down and edit these vehicles. You can also remove a vehicle. So if we click there, and if let's say we want to remove this Chevy, you can click on this vehicle here, and then if all of the information is correct, you can list a reason for removing that vehicle, and then you can just go ahead and click Submit. Lastly, you can create a spreadsheet. So if we click on Vehicle Spreadsheet, it will direct us to this page. And as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner here, it has generated an Excel spreadsheet of all the vehicles that we have listed. And this is the same thing for drivers, locations, and equipment. You have the ability to generate these spreadsheets, edit, remove, whatever you might need to manage that information, all within CSR24. You a few different resources that CSR24 has to offer. So over here on the left-hand side in the menu, you can see at the bottom a few different options. So this first one, if you click on useful websites, it's going to bring down a couple of options. So the first one is the Capnic website, and if you click on this, it's going to direct you to the Capnic homepage, which you can navigate through. But going back to CSR24, the second one is the Risk Service Center. So if you also click on this, it's going to open up a new tab for you to be able to log in and utilize the Risk Service Center. The next feature that CSR24 has to offer is to be able to ask a question. So if we click on Ask a Question, it's going to direct us to this screen in which you can enter your email, the person or department to direct the question to, and as well as your question right here. Once you've asked that question and enter the information that you need to, you can just go ahead and click Submit, and that will be sent to your agent. The last feature that there is to change your password. So if I click here, Change Password, you can see here that I have the ability to change my password for CSR24. You enter your new password and as well as confirm it. And then once you have done that, you can just go ahead and click Submit.